Hey everybody, I'm Adria Theron and I'm here today to talk about another cozy bottom of the screen game. So I got a review key through Keymailer of Maltese's Fluffy Onsen, which was formerly called Animal Spa. So you may have seen the demo, the name did change. I don't have any idea why the name changed, but the game is the same as it was. So I got a review key through Keymailer to play this cozy little bottom of the screen game. This is not my first bottom of the screen game. I've also played Tiny Pasture, did a Cat Cafe one. I did the Little Tiny Life. That was kind of my first one actually. So I do thoroughly enjoy these games. On occasion, I also buy them myself. I fairly enjoy idle games. I'm not playing them as much as I used to because I don't work from home anymore. So, but when I worked from home, I'd have my PC on and I'd have one of these running and, check it. So now I'm having it like I'm spending less time on them then because I'm just not at home on my desktop as much to have it running. But I do pretty much enjoy them. I do keep an eye out for new ones that are coming out and try to grab them when I can. So it's an idle game, okay? It is a game that is mostly idle, okay? So before you're like, oh my gosh, like most people fall in two camps. You either like idle games or you don't. I really like idle games. I think they're fun. They kind of remind me of the little, growing up, that I don't know what they're called. Those like little pets you'd have on your screen that like you'd download and it'd be like your little companion and run around your screen and do silly things while you're like on your desktop from like the 90s, so on and so forth. So these little bottom of your screen games kind of remind me of that, which is why I like them. I liked those when I was a kid too. So let's get more in specifics of Maltese's Fluffy Onsen. So hopefully you know what an onsen is, but onsen is a Japanese bathhouse or maybe an Asian bathhouse. I've been to Japan a few times. I have been in onsens before. I do thoroughly enjoy them actually. One of my favorite things about Japan. I'm a water girl. I know I'm a cat girl. I should be terrified of water, but I'm not. I love water. I love the beach. I love baths. I love pools. I love water parks. So, like I've even gone to the hot springs in Hot Springs, Arkansas. So, but onsen is basically like a hot springs bathhouse set in Asian countries typically. Fortunately, it's not really a thing in the US, again, other than like, Hot Springs, Arkansas, but at least where I'm from in the US, I've never seen anything like an onsen. Um, So, um, the idea of this little idle management game is you are managing an onsen. And you're managing an onsen for fluffy little animals. So you probably have been able to see on the screen. Look at all the little fluffy animals. So they come in. Sometimes you see them talking to each other and you can get stars, but you see them come in, they get in the baths. You have small baths, you have medium baths, you have large baths. When you have baths, you can make them really, really hot, warm, it's cool, really cold, and you can also add little decorations. So let's say I'm on this bath right here, and I can change how the water comes out. I like the little cat ones, though I do sometimes try to match them. Like this one goes with the bath more. The little cat guy is like, okay, here's a little cat guy. So there's a lot of decorations. You can put out vending machines for the people who come to your baths who buy snacks. You also have staff. So your staff is refilling your vending machines, refilling your water, getting your towels. So the thing that's funny is like little animals will have the towels on their head. Sometimes they'll take your towels and they'll leave with them. Sometimes they put them in your little towel bin. It kind of just depends how they're feeling and what's up to their fancy. You got little achievements. So look at all the little animals. You're running around happy. It's fucking cute. Okay, it's just really fucking cute, and that's what I liked. That's what when I added this to my wish list and decided to keep an eye on it. I just like cute animals doing cute things. Okay. So also there's a way to, if you have a friend playing, you can connect and do like this exchange thing to where you can unlock little guests to come to your bath without doing the requirements. Okay, and then if you go over to the right and the left, you do have these little mosaic tile things that look up bathroom. Personally, that's probably my one thing is I do wish this was more just drag and drop and the bathhouse could get longer, wider. So instead of getting longer and wider, you just have this set zone and you can get other floors. So I've unlocked 3 floors. I have not done anything on the 3rd floor. Excuse me. This is going to be my outdoor bathhouse. So I've been putting like a lot of snacks out for people. And there's like a little rock bath. Lots of designs. Also, they have these little shower things you can put out. So typically what you expect from people you go to an onsen is you're not really cleaning yourself in the group bath because a lot of onsens are communal baths. Usually people are naked in them. So usually you have a women's bath and you have a men's bath. They typically don't mix unless you go to like a private onsen and get like a private room with one. And then you can have a mixed onsen with whoever you're rooming with. But typically it's the baths are separated by gender because you are going to be taking a bath and you are naked. So if you ever travel to Japan and decide to go to onsen and you don't like seeing naked people, I don't recommend because you will see old naked people. Old people really like baths. So also if you're extremely self-conscious of your body, that could also be a concern. But anyway, so when you're in the communal bath area, that's not where you're bathing. The expectation is when you go into an onsen, there is a little shower area where you actually like wash your hair and your body, and you do that before you go into the communal bath. The communal bath is more of to like soak in the warmth and of the water and like, relax your muscles and stuff and just enjoy it. Historically, I think you see like families go and stuff like that. You may see little kids in there, potentially. You know, it's you're gonna see naked people, so that makes you uncomfortable. I don't recommend. And I don't know. I grew up doing sports, like girls just like changing in the locker room. So by the time I was in college and I was studying abroad in Japan, like that didn't bother me. And I was very much bigger than most of the Japanese girls. And I was just by that point, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm fat. I'm sorry. I'm fat. I'm gonna be fine. To be fair, yeah. Yeah. So, for me, I wasn't very self-conscious about getting an onsen, but I do remember talking to other exchange students and they were definitely made them uncomfortable. So that's a little bit about onsens, just to explain like some of this stuff is what it is. But here you can see the little animals and they're using it and they're washing off. So, that was another reason I was interested in this game is just because like I've been to an onsen in Japan a couple times. I really loved it. It was so much fun. I definitely do recommend it if you can get over like the self-consciousness of being naked around other people. Then I definitely do recommend if you go to Japan to go stay at like a traditional and a ryokan and get an opportunity to go to an onsen. Or like sometimes you can stay at these like hostels. Hostels like the closest word, but it's less like when I hear the word hostel, I think like partying. When I went to Japan, it wasn't necessarily like it was used by people for all kinds of things. It wasn't necessarily just like a party culture attached to it. But I remember one time I went and we stayed in a hostel and they had an onsen attached to in there. It was a very teeny tiny one, right? Not anything super fancy, but still. Um, so I used it quite a bit, and I thought it was fun. So definitely something you should do. Um, so yeah, so I like cute animals. So let's talk about more what they do. So, your little animals are moving around, they're getting wet, they get little towels on their heads, sometimes they puddles. Your staff have to clean up the puddles also, or else like that little animal had like, oh, there's one. They fell and they slipped on the water because it hasn't been cleaned up yet, and they get the little dizzy signs over them. So very, very cute. You have so many bath types. I haven't even unlocked. There's like a gold. Oh, so here's the gold one, and oh my god, that's so expensive. And you got small, medium, and large, and look at that. So there's an achievement that tied to you buying like a medium tiled bath, and that's 300,000 gold. I'm at like 9,000 gold, so it's gonna take a while. So there are achievements attached to this if you like to do achievement hunting. I kind of do a little bit. I especially do in the idle games because they're eventually you'll get there. Okay, so you have all these baths. When you select the baths, you can set the temperature, do the decorations. Then you have like all kinds of amenities you can add. So here's where like water, that's water. I probably should put some water out for you guys so you don't dehydrate. Let's see, in all the little stands, what kind of stands? You know, everything costs money. So you got to make money to spend money. And then you gotta go make more money to spend some more money. There are also operating facilities that let you do various things. Eventually, I'll probably just have a floor kind of dedicated to that, I guess. There are little private baths you can get. I don't think I've ever actually seen any of the customers use it, so I'm not sure how that works necessarily. And then you got a ton of decorations, like a ton. I haven't fully explored, okay, all the decorations. I was just looking at some of them. Like, I do like the lights. I do feel like the lights actually cute. Yeah, tables. So, like, I gotta decorate mine more. I'm not the most creative person, though. I'm usually not good at this in games. But look, the frog, the bear. Got decorations. You can do a pond that you're not supposed to enter, which is kind of confusing considering it's a bathhouse. And that looks almost like a bath. You can put out couches. All kinds of stuff. And then also you can change the floors and you can also change the walls. There's not a ton of options, but I do like that they're all free. So you can, since it's all free and doesn't cost money, you can just freely change it whenever you want. There are also like other little maps of bathhouses you can unlock. It looked like there's at least 6. You gotta get keys to do that. So I haven't unlocked any because you gotta get medals. These are medals, and then I gotta get 24 to get a key, and then I can unlock the next area. So these medals are just like theoretically you'll accumulate over time as you have this running and playing. So I mean, I don't think probably the only ones that actively you need to do is like these baths. You gotta install baths, right? So you do physically is not the right word because we're playing a video game. Whatever, you do actually have to like move your hand and click your mouse and press buttons to place the baths. These are just kind of, let's see, expand. So you do have to expand the floors yourself. Something that was kind of odd is like the staircase to go up is on this side, and then when you actually go up, like over there. So I'm not sure if it's like the impression is like it goes this way up and then keeps going. So like do 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 like that, kind of like a staircase. I don't know. There is a way to see all your floors at once. Okay, so it's gonna hide me. So like when you get, I don't know what happens when you get like above like 5 floors. I assume it starts getting like teeny tiny would be my assumption, but I don't know. Also, here's the outdoor area where you can see people coming into your little onsen. So I thought that was cute, and it has like little cars that drive by. So I thought that was a really nice touch, to be honest. So when you have this up, you can take a picture to see all your floors, which is pretty cute. But you cannot actually interact with anything. See, click, click, click. Nope. How do I get back? Minimize. How do I get back? Oh yeah, I think I gotta click the floor. There we go. Oh yeah, so this is your notice board. You can see quest here. And you get stuff. So you gotta check this. Well, stars and stars, man. And then, oh, they want to come. So randomly you have to get staff. They'll be like, they'll randomly apply and you need some stars. And it seems to be 10 so far. I don't know if that changes, if it gets higher. So I try to keep 10 on me at all time. So you can hire. So there are also like, you get these little males. So these two were actually from just doing stuff like the tutorial and then this one. And then these are randomly from like, so that's randomly from one of your sheep visitors. So this is just going to be kind of like RNG to finish. Okay. Let's see. Staff characters. Here are your character lists to see. So like, for example, once you get the yellow dog unlocked, then to get the other color variations, they gotta visit so many times. And then these locked ones, I don't know, 100% sure. Some of these you can unlock by doing that friend thing I mentioned earlier, but your friend does have to have the game and you both have to play at the same time. So I'm sure there are achievement guides on Steam explaining how to find everyone. So that will occur. Let's talk about your staff. So your staff does have skills. And you can level them up. I've been leveling this guy because I believe there's achievement that is like max them out. So I've been working on max them out. You can also fire them, release them. There is achievement tied to that. I mean, if you're gonna release someone, release like someone that doesn't have a lot of skills you haven't invested in. So like, I'm not gonna release Maltese because I've been leveling them. Let's see, how far can we get? I want to keep 11 for in case I get another opportunity or staff member, but I'll have that knocked out soon. Let's see. Yeah, so see, what is Maltese doing? I think I have Maltese stuck at this. I just can go to none, or you know what? We'll put the sheep and let Maltese run around and actually work. If you want to see outdoor, you click that little button. I do like the outdoor. I think that's a really nice aspect to be added. And then back to the interior. Let's go back down to my main floor. So I do like, for example, let's go ahead and buy another bath. The little baths seem to do good. I kind of didn't know what I was doing, like what I was theming for this floor. So that's why I kind of have baths all over the place in all kinds of shapes and sizes and colors. Let's go ahead and put a bath. We'll set the temperature. And then we'll put a decoration with a thermometer. A little baby cat is coming and saying hi. So if you hear her, she is loud. Loud to me. Okay, so this video is already like almost 20 minutes. So I'm going to stop here. Do I recommend it? Yes, I do. I think it's cute. If you like bottom of the screen games, this is an easy one to just go ahead and add to the list. I think you'll enjoy it. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I don't have any idea how long it's going to take me to 100% achieve. There is like an achievement that is like max out the monies or something. It's like, or become a millionaire. I'm not sure. A millionaire seems like it could be a way off. I don't know. But it reminds me of the Cat Cafe one I had played previously and talked about. Where you kind of like, you do a lot of designing. There's not quite as much design and customization as that one, but there is enough here to keep me happy. It's themed very well, and the stuff that you can add is like decorations and stuff are very good. So overall, it's a great bottom of the screen game to grab, and if you like them, I think you'll enjoy this one. If you haven't tried a bottom of the screen game yet, I do think this is a good one to try if you need other recommendations. Let's see, Farming People really like Rusty's Retirement. I haven't actually played it yet, so I can't really comment too much, but that's what I've heard from my friends. Cute Animals, this one is good for cute animals. There's also Tiny Pasture. If you like cat cafes, there's a Cat Cafe one. And there's a whole slew of them that are coming out over the next year or two. So eventually you're gonna probably find one that looks interesting enough and tickles your fancy to give a try to. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and bye-bye.